Good evening, big fan. How are we? Big fan. Already winning the points.
Another month in a new year, damn.
Yes. Why did the TTS work? But the sound didn't. What's up with that? Good evening, people. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Yes, the title references Blue Monday, which is apparently some superstitious thing to do with the third Monday of January, specifically being the most depressing Monday, or the most depressing day of the month. If anyone is feeling the blues, as per the pun, hope you're doing alright. You can be alright. You'll be alright. The man, the myth, the legend. Have a flat out, big fan. Hope you're doing well. Welcome all in. Giz 73 months in a row. God damn. No, 32 in a row. 73 overall. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Stephen, David, Jono, Caleb, Woofy, Rival, Ben, Matty, banning people. Yes, of course. I'm looking around at all the different chats. Witter, welcome in. Stephen, Texas. Times 2. Start here, big fan. Now, pinned message. I mean, on the YouTube, it doesn't really matter, but, you know, we got the... because they can see it anyway. No video. ATS driving. In the TikTok case, it's in the story. The link is linked to the link. You go check out the link later, not now, later. Because last time was the first one from the first ETS drive, and then I did the first ATS drive. Maybe I'll do a few every now and then, but, you know. Ask a question about the wheel, you may. What's your question? What's up? Already saw it. Well, that's good. It did come out 2 hours ago, so you should have had enough time to watch it by now. Yawning a lot already. But today's a Monday, which means it is admin. Want a crypto scam? Yes. No, I do not. I've already made loads of money with it. You know, I've already made an account. It's amazing how many accounts there probably are, all those platforms, because every single image has a different site linked to it. And they're all probably funneled into the same database or something. I don't know. All the sites look exactly the same. They're all just spoofs. When the new map? We don't know yet. It's a little bit of code they run where they just attach those particular images. Which map are we thinking of? There's a few new ones for ATS, and then for ETS, don't know when the new one might come out yet. I'm using 1800 Trucker, 1800 degrees. Started with 1080, then went up to 1800. Different variations, different screenshots, yeah, exactly, and different celebs that they've spoofed. One of them, of course, the main one is Elon. The one I think that you did on one of yours was Logan Paul. Because he's a known scammer, so it's more believable, you see. Big number, Jono, 345. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Happy streaming, operator, welcome in. You missed a live? No, I haven't changed scene yet. No, this is the beginning of the stream. Yeah, new one. What are we expecting now? Is it supposed to fit Logan? Exactly. Remember his, like, the egg or something? Crypto egg thing? That's bad. What was I going to say? Yeah, there's a few new states. I don't know which state is coming next. Isn't Illinois coming next? We don't have Illinois yet, do we? Dakota, South Dakota is probably after that. I'm just trying to think, what's the next actual expansion for ETS? Not revamp. Probably Iceland. Because Ireland was unveiled after that. Not sure yet. Oh, now we've got a sound. Took you a sweet... No, we didn't get one. It's because it's a member. It's Fabian. I appreciate that. I thought that was one of the other ones delayed, but no. Big fan. Thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate that. You will be credited from the next video onwards. Because I'll write all that down. I appreciate that. Still working on the alerts. I did have an all-platform thing turned on, but I turned off all the purple ones. And I kept on everything else, but I was still testing that. Come back to me when they add Toronto before TJ6. Big if, it's coming in November this year, GTA 6 might be first. Why does it say 60, but you have to drive 80 minimum? You don't have to drive 80 minimum. Certain bits of the road are 60, certain bits of the road are 80, because you stretch between 3 countries in the city road. I think the majority of it is 60, but again, if you go 80, That's fine. You're able to take almost every corner at a decent speed. I did see the news. Apparently someone, that I suppose many have already made the joke, that someone wasn't too happy with all the delays because someone apparently attacked the Rockstar North offices. Certain part of the offices or something like that. Someone got it early. Oh, that's nice. That's happened a few times with other games that have come out. Well, I hope they enjoy it. Unless they start leaking it. But the game's not done, though. So what did they get? Are you sure they got it early? You can't get the entire game now. It's not done yet. ETS2 map released before GTA 6? Well, I hope so. It wouldn't be exaggerating if you say there will be map expansions this year. Some DLCs will release this year. Yeah. Not scamming. You got banned again, Tesla. Why? What for? That's exactly the scenario I'm on about. When someone says, oh, my ban's going to expire soon, it's going to come out, and then every stream they sort of count down towards it, and then, I'll go banned again. Come on now. Really? Really? Xanax. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Okay, we can begin. Because we're on Simulation 1. Sim 2 doesn't really have anything. I still don't have the newest pro mods. You've got to give me a little bit of time to get that. I say a little bit of time. Be a while before that, because then I'll have everyone asking, what is it? As they always do. Which is interesting, because the amount of people that see the good maps and like the Nordic stuff, and they assume it's pro mods already, and I say, no, this is just normal DLC. And then when they see pro mods, like the busiest place in pro mods, they don't know what it is, because I guess they've never been that far north. How can you... It's opposites. This is where we finished driving last time, and where we'll start tomorrow. You can get a kit on arcade, but not for all the normal things. I don't think the light thing matters on arcade. You can fix yourself without a trailer on arcade. I'm just admiring that person's turn. Did you see the lag involved in that? Through the lamp as well? Brussels? Yeah, but that's a revamp. Because whoever wondered about the expansions, yeah, revamps will probably be first. So that one is soon. Maybe next version after that. You have to see. 3 days to your freedom. Good luck. Please don't get banned again. Please don't get banned again. Alright. Oh, it's going to be busy. Can I just make sure things are working? They should be. Good. 40 stream streaks, 7 stream streaks, both of you. Welcome back. Yes, growing stream streaks. I think the longest one now, I think Sammy still has one of the longest ones, but you know. She-Wolf, how you doing? Big fan. You just ended your stream or what? How was it? Oh my gosh. I was looking around. Hope you're doing well. Go get your... Is it going to shout out? There we go. Go give a follow. All the friends. Just ended good. I see. Well, now you need some food, right? Go get your post-stream whatever. I think most people have adapted to this now. Has anything else changed since I last looked at this creation? This is an attempt to guide the traffic in a slightly other way. Works, but in quotes, works, I think. It's alright. Don't need it from here, but it does mean they have to go all the way around and then come out this way now. Which is fine. Not sure what they're doing. Leave them there. Unless someone was already here cleaning it up, because it isn't an absolute mess. Cars really annoy you? I understand that. I understand it. It's the drivers that choose the vehicle because they think it's very nimble. They can fit anywhere, really. Do I like the layout? I don't not like it. It's alright. Because now, instead of the people crawling to get in and out of the service, that was the main problem. They're now split up. Because a lot of people were cutting across the through traffic, so now you have to do... It's turned into a kind of one-way thing. So, one of them was around. I see. You hate the new layout. What do you specifically not like about it? Crawling in. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Test. Are we having a bit of a cuddle session? Ooh. Beautiful color. Cover. No, I'll be too good for that. I don't know when they did that. It's inspired by longer cabins and things. It's an 8x4 where they covered up the wheel. I'm not a fan of that. I can critique quite a few people's creations. It works, good. But now you've got to remove the test bit. Like, just as friends, right? Just as friends. We're allowing that. Not inciting violence, but why would you just put the name of a gun on your plate? Karaoke? You don't say. Well, I did. And then maybe this one is pretending to be... Because whenever someone deliberately chooses blue and white, there's a chance that they are trying to be police. But like police in quotes. So they can't do anything, but they just sit there just watching, be like, threatening. I was going to say the Stevie Aoki joke, but I would need to have longer hair for that. And I think grow out the beard a little bit more. I think Lisa's cosplay of it worked better than mine would. I'd need longer hair for that. Your ideas? 3 for 1, you were hit by a car but didn't record a video. Is there any way to fix this? Probably not. If you didn't record a video, it wouldn't be seen. There is a way that you can report in-game, and you don't need a video for that, but you get 2 minutes. And there's a chance that it may have already been long past 2 minutes for that.
23 years.
That worked. What the womp was on that one. Thank you for 23 years. In a row. One more club, and you get a badge. I can't read. I can't speak. I'm just bad. Thank you, David. Can you get yourself unbanned if the evidence is 5 days late? If there was no evidence at all, then the ban wouldn't be valid. But if it's been that long, you can make a feedback ticket. Because your appeal should have had it by now. That's interesting. You can comment on it if you want. A hat. I'm not going to do it just yet. Don't forget, any reports I make, specifically just a recap on something, they don't count for watching something 1 time through. That's the rule, right? That's the procedure that I thought of. Why do people want a triple? Anyone will use a triple because it's a challenge. It's a challenging trailer. That one doesn't exist in the real world. Here. And yeah, because it's a challenge. That's the main thing. You're still on a band. You haven't missed it. Have you been playing other things to pass the time? You can still play the game, by the way. I know a lot of people really like the game and they really like playing specifically on here. But you're not banned from the game. You can still launch the game on single player. Maybe it's boring. Maybe Convoy is boring. I get that. Hello. Perfect example. Where'd you come from? This doesn't count. We need to ban save editors because not all edits are bad. If they were, then a lot of things would be banned. Technically, I would be banned because my current vehicle technically has a save edit on it. Yeah, so even I would be in trouble. Oh. No, only the bad ones that glitch pieces together. Things like that. Lag machines and so on. Even though you are limited in how many components you can have on the vehicle, you can still have a lot. Save editing is editing your save. Genius, I know. Your save is essentially one file, and you're editing anything on that. So swapping components between vehicles that you wouldn't normally be able to do, it's known as save editing. I think they have the physics part on. Why do people drive like they don't have it? Why? This is Sim 1, yes. Crossed over 3,200 hours. Well done. In how long? How long have you had the game? So here... Ah, that's how they did it. Ah. Now they didn't have enough Well, they would if they were not caring about anyone else. You could have just gone that way. But they went past it. And then, up this way. Why do you not care, though? Definitely snow, because they didn't make that turn. Not an excuse, though. It's not an excuse. It's just funny when I can see it. Not really a drift. A little bit drift. Keeps crashing for no reason. What? At what point does it crash, Harry? When you press drive? Nice. Nice. The only one they might have hit was their, I guess, friend, like the one that they were driving with, which makes it funnier because a lot of people, when they drive with someone else, they still hit that person. You'd think that if you're driving with someone else, but then targeting others, you wouldn't hit each other. But no. No, they hit each other more than they hit other people. Which makes that hilarious to see sometimes. Hello, Peruno, big fan. Why are we clueless? What's up? How's it going? First one. And now we have to do, I guess, the one that David did. When you load it in press drive, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now, I know you can't see when I press it, and I would have the temptation of just editing the ban button specifically into the middle of the screen, but no. You'll have to know when I do it. I could tell you, but I usually don't. No, I do not want to be that. No. Whoa, we've got a new... That's a team vehicle. Straight out of SnowRunner, right there. Because I don't think that's the current AV. AVs haven't changed over yet. Drive the car inside the service station? That's... You're not meant to do that? Is that not possible, but you somehow did it? Other question. Any better questions, perhaps? Hang on, I'm just ruining it by skimming through it. Next one. What am I doing? What am I doing? This would be great because this scenario usually happens only at the very end. And it isn't even their fault. Assuming that was it. Hello, Cargo, big fan. What was the problem? Other makes sense. It was the car. In it, lads. Good day, good sir. Have a flower. How you doing? This sort of thing. It's close. It's close. You're sort of pushing him out of the way. Is my plan to have my memory become far worse? Yes, my plan is also to ruin my speech even more. Because how on earth I mess up everything I'm saying? I'm thinking of what goes in the sentence as I'm saying the sentence. Which is why none of it makes sense. The amount of splicing I do when I make a little TikTok of just all my takes of things. None of them make sense. And then the final product is kind of makes sense. Kind of coherent. I just feel bad. Feel bad, you know. The amount of users that may not have a strong English understanding and then they experience me talking. I sound clearer. But things I say don't make sense. But I'm better at talking slower. I should as well. But see, like that, when I see the comment and I read out the comment, it's just blah, 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 blah. You know? The YouTube channel shows you your banned video of the account of the mod or the person who reported you, the mod. It would usually be from the mod. But, no, actually, no. Depends on what it is. If it's me banning you, and then uploading it, that'll be from me. If it's a report from someone else, it'll be from that person's perspective. So it could be any. Doesn't really matter where it's come from. You just need to be worried about the fact that you got banned. Now I'm not going to touch the keyboard. Speech therapy is a thing. I think I need that. That technique I said a few weeks back as well, of where you're supposed to have a pen or a pencil in your mouth between your teeth. And in order to speak clearly through that, you're moving your mouth a lot more. So you need to train yourself like that. So generally my goal is to speak clearer, a little bit slower. Tone is okay. I know to exaggerate some words for clarity or humor. We'll get a rewatch on that. Get a replay on that. That was interesting. Through the cab and then straight back out again. It's not over yet. Is there a way some admin can lower the amount the train comes? No. It had already been changed some time ago. The duration between the train crosses is longer, and the amount of time the train takes to cross shorter. You want it more than that? You don't need that. Chat's marked. Oh, I just need to refresh the widget. No, I just need to refresh it. You know what I noticed until now? Hello, Juan, big fan. Why is it so laggy? It's not laggy for everyone unless you're here. If it's here and you're laggy, then yes, that's not just you. More people means more lag. Oh, they have the green. Only the fog lights. You finally got Truckee. Truckee is good. It is nice. Yeah, the on-screen statistic stuff is quite nice. How's the R5? It is more intense if you were to turn up the feedback a lot. As I've said a few times, my main thing is that when you're turning the motor in the G29, it crackles. So you can hear the sound. With the motor, no sound. No sound. Are we nearly the end? Truckee is good. I'd recommend Truckee. When I do driving, it's the thing that's on the top right of the screen with all the stats about my job and where we're going. That's Truckee. Okay. This one. Only look at this one. Hello, Roll. Can you ask a question? You may. You can just say the question, though. Notification sounds. Yeah, I turn those off. You can also record with Truckee as well. There's that, of which they go through like this, and then they carry it, and it gets lifted on top of this person, and then something happens there. I don't even know how to describe that and narrate that. It was weird. Was that even... Hold on. That was the car, though. Yeah, because they tried to squeeze past... No, they didn't. They did. Push the car out of the way. There's another on that side. This one also does the same, because I'm assuming they're quite damaged. And then they kind of merge towards each other again. But that bit was both. Or perhaps one being dragged by the other one. That was a bit strange. They are lagging as well. Slightly. The car is lagging slightly. So that may have amplified it. Completed the French DLC. Bonjour. 50-year ban. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. And then after this... Unless you attempt... Well, they attempt to overtake at some point, don't they? No. Oh. So it is only this middle part. Posted the clip? I'll have a look later, yes. I'll do both for this one. Then said you were lagging, which I wasn't. Would that be a straight ban? You'd have to only keep it to your appeal, because every time someone explains what happened to them, I try and picture it, and it's usually not the case of what I'm trying to imagine. So yeah, that one for merging in front, and then these two for kind of dragging each other, which kind of dragged the suspect, actually. If you only... I keep replaying it. No, it is okay. Yeah, it is that one. By hitting each other. I was going to say, it almost looked like it was only the car that pushed the suspect, but no, of course, the suspect merged back in, didn't they? They squished back in. So, right. Done. Can I see your report? I don't know which one is yours. What you need is a nice little label on here. Like they do in the real world, they put banners on the bridges. You are in the road, though. So I guess that's why it's blocking. Just go round at this point. Just, you know, there we go. They sorted themselves out. Just go round. It's fine. Yeah, the paint job is completely ruined. Because you've got almost all of the back being like that. You can customize it with a local mod. You cannot, they're doing it again. Have other people see it, though. But I don't know who it is. I can't just say, oi, turn around. But due to there being far less traffic over this part of the bridge, someone can technically use the other lane. Unless you want to turn around, in which case you would only stay in this lane. Don't do that, but it's not too bad. You know, it's not too bad, but don't do that. Just appeal the ban, exactly. Every time you describe something that happened to you, you got banned for this and this and this, just appeal it. It may not even be me that banned you. And if it isn't, then it's got nothing to do with me. So. Why do they expire? Because there are so many. As you see in this list, when it reaches a certain amount, anything over that will then purge. There we go. That could have been one of yours. And it's unfortunate, because you'd need so many people on all the time to be able to catch up with that. That's why when it does expire, you are prompted to use the website instead, where they don't expire. But not everyone can do that, because not everyone can record. So, choose one of them. Old account got a perma, but you played 40 minutes. Oh, what? So you turned on a cheat and drove through them, right? A heroic act in your mind. I get why a lot of people do things like that. I don't know if you're expecting a good outcome, though. Usually. How do you become a mod? You would apply for it. Sometime this year, there may be another application process. I just don't know when. Because they don't tell you way in advance. It's only maybe a couple of days in advance. Good job. No education? No nothing? A new GPU, what are you getting? Banned for 10 years without appearing on TMP. How? Banned for 10 years? What do you mean? Or no ban within 10 years? That's good. If there's no ban within 10 years. You can do it again? No, not quite. This is the distance you're meant to keep, though. Some mods weren't fussed about your appeal. They took a week to apply. Shouldn't have taken a week. The only exception would have been potentially over the Christmas break, where you were warned that delays could be there. You could have a little bit longer for certain things. So it's this. You have a spare trailer? No, sadly not. Oh no, they did indicate, but that's not how it works. Because you weren't actually in front. At the time, you were also slower than that person. If there was a substantial distance, that is how you would merge. But no, there was no distance. So no, that's not how that works. You got banned? Please appeal. Telling me doesn't really do anything, though. I can't unban you just because you said, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. That's not how it works. I'm not the saving grace where I can just unban anyone if they request it. How do you clip without recording? You don't. There isn't another way of clipping. The way of reporting without recording would be doing it via the reports this way, but they might time out. So there are only two ways to do it. Yeah, metal could work, but that still requires you to be able to kind of record in that way. But it is a quicker way to do it. No one responded. In how long, though? You get up to a few days. Which is why whoever said 5 days, that's a bit longer than it should be. Someone said 5 days. So not quite 5 days. I'm pretty educated. Wrong, though. Doesn't mean, oh, I can go now. Yeah, the bare minimum is to have the indicator on, but you can't just go with it. It doesn't give you the priority. There's another one behind them. Isn't it exhausting avoiding all the people that are in the correct direction and you having to just go around all of them? Surely, right? Ah, you can't avoid them, huh? Or you're too large. Shame. Good job. We banned them all. If only, Insanity, we should do that. The Purge, hey? Full of Prime? Yes. See, again, you're just pointing at every time there's a Prime. How many are watching Duisburg? I don't know. Because if they are like me right now, this is real time, just having the camera here. I don't know who else's camera might be here, because I don't see them. So it could be a couple of people here. But there might be some that will also do reports. I'm pretty sure you were the one that just cut in the front. And there's this. If you were to watch this all the time, you'd never leave, because it's all the same. All exactly the same. Hello, Finger, big fan. Where's the chat? Yeah, true. I was going to refresh that. There it is. Missed the chat that much, huh? Thank you for the reminder. 60 stream streak. Hello, Ballistic, big fan. Patrons not allowed more cars. You are allowed more cars. You don't have loads of cars, though. You have 2 cars. Technically 3, because you have the public one and then the patron one. As well as the Skoda. You don't need loads of them. How would you decide which one? You already get to vote on which one you want. From the era when TMP didn't have moderators. So what, day 1, pretty much? Back when the reports first came in, it was via a tiny little panel and everything was done via commands in the chat. Old footage lost to time. No, the snow doesn't lower the FPS. The amount of players lower the FPS. The snow is just a texture. It's not a 4K texture either. This is what I saw. So from all the way near the roundabout, I saw this one cut in front. Like that. Was it this one though? Might have been someone else I saw. The Lambo. You want the Lambo? Well, right now it's the Lambo, isn't it? You can't have it forever though, sadly. I swear it was, unless I'm seeing things, there was someone else that cut in front. That one, someone went across here. There's the... No, maybe I was seeing things then, okay. Because that one is, all caused by this, you know, just leave it. The snow can make the road slippy if you have the physics portion that goes with it. There's a few add-ons that add on to it, but they are optional. If you choose to use the physics and then you spin out, that's on you. Big fan, folk, how you doing? Why can patrons choose this? Because they're patrons. It's a perk for patrons. They have their own car to choose as well as the public one. You don't have to vote in the public one if you don't want to use it. That's a thing they get for supporting. 35 GG. Very tired? Have flat. If I have 3 physics, can you blame your ban? No, you can't duplicate the mod to make you have more physics. But even with 1 physics, if something goes wrong, then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to block in TP, clear the intersection, move. Thank you. Even if you had the green, god damn it, don't just sit there. Only move into the box if you can get out of the box. I don't know if every procedure teaches that though. Oh, and the crash at the bottom, nice. There we go. Problem kind of solved, eh? Totally fine. It's like it never happened, eh? This one's fine. Not realistic, but that's fine. And now I don't want to be here anymore, because it's just so laggy. No. Yeah, bold of you to assume players even know what the box is for. It's not even there. Even if we did paint it on the road, as people have suggested, I don't know how many countries use it. I know we do. Who else uses that exact same box? We need one of those, the ban meme videos that the community managers have been doing, where it talks about junctions, like entering the junction. It should be obvious though. Don't just enter the junction. TMP's own version of the highway code. How about that? Worst thing is taking a double. Yes, any long trailer. But it's also quite bad if you don't take a trailer at all, because then you can't fix yourself. Jack does use it. Most people don't know what it means. Nice. Is it not taught in your, if you have a sort of highway code where you get taught what they are? Keep clear? Yeah, but what about for those that don't speak English then? How do they know what that means? Exactly. The roundabout. Yeah, but you'll have the same problem as the other roundabout. People don't know how to use a roundabout. They'll block the roundabout. If there's a gap, they'll go into that gap, regardless of whatever lane they're meant to be on or so on. They will always do that. Roundabouts do fix intersection box junctions, yes, but I don't think it'll be much help here. That was close. Good old mini roundabout. Spam roundabouts everywhere. Anyone do that when playing things like City Skylines? Roundabouts fixing all your problems. Hey, there's Slippy. Nice. If gap, car. The car will probably go into the gap first, yes. Is it legal to play with local mods? Yes. You can use local mods, providing they don't replace any other components or make your game worse. Tempest, I do remember you. Welcome in. Was it just the merge? Probably. It's okay to block the roundabout if you constantly lean on the horn. No. What, in prompting the one in front of you to move? No. Some people move forward because they assume that the traffic will continue to move, but then of course the moment they do move, it stops. Oh. That was you. Ignore that. Didn't see that. Didn't see that in the background. How many trailers? This is 3. 3 small trailers, though. Whatever that was, hold on a minute. 2,000-kilometer trip. I haven't done one of those in a long time, but I have taken breaks. So you didn't indicate. You merged without looking. Yeah, I said ignore it because I want to focus on it, because then if it might become a funny clip. Ignore it for now, and then we'll look at it close up later. Because every single time something funny happens, I'm always yapping over the top of it. Can't turn that into a funny video, can I? And you're not even turning this way. You could have just waited for other people to go by, and then you would have merged out. Someone blocking the patron entrance on the Cali fuel, yes. Hold on a minute. If you reported them for that, then that's funny. Kind of, you know. Every time I yap over something interesting and saying ignore that, yes. Just a compilation of poorly timed things. Okay. Back over here. That's a new one because they split from their own trailer for a minute, just woof, and then back together again. That was interesting. Yeah, big wipeout, flipped out the other one. Interesting, but that was lag. So that's quite a big lag spike there. Because I think it does happen here because the car lagged as well. On their end, I have no idea. I don't think they saw their trailer disappear, though that would look very weird if they did. Leaning tower of forklifts. And they're gone. Okay, good. You said fuel station. First, fuel station over here. Someone's blocking over here. What? Someone's sitting on the pump? Is that what you're saying? Been trying to log in, but it doesn't work. What specifically doesn't work? How What error does it give you? This? Who was the one that mentioned it? Would you say the new DLC worth it? The Nordic Horizons? Yes. If that's what you mean, yes. They moved right now. Oh, the irony, eh? The moment I get there, the problem is solved. Oh, fair enough. Always happens. Got a trailer and you matched it with your truck's paint. Good. They should add more of those normally, actually. Because a lot of people like to use matching paint jobs. So add more. All of these fancy trailers, truck paint jobs you're adding, add one for the trailer. Pretty sure this one doesn't have a trailer variant. That's different. Add more. Might see his report. What number was it? Since the game simulates real life and you take it to the extreme, you'll drive at that speed. That's fair. That's fair. As long as you get there in one piece and you make your money, that's alright. If I were to do some casual jobs, I think at the moment I'd more likely do World of Trucks jobs. So the highest you'll see me go is 90, maybe. Email and password. Yeah, but doesn't give you an error when logging in though. As if your information doesn't work. Is there an API problem going on right now? What is the problem? Yeah, the paint rewards would look nice. Maybe it would be too large of a paint for them to do it. As an extreme. I want to suggest Christmas lights for the trailers as a Christmas unlock. That would be nice. So like the ones where on the actual Christmas trailer itself they have the lights, but you want that as a decoration. On some trailers you can put on the bottom side, you can put orange lights, can't you? So somewhere like that. Because the slot exists for it. They just need to put it on there. Yeah, but it's a bit late for that now. Because it's gone. Kumish is gone. Hello, folk. How many mods are on? Can vary from day to day. I don't know how many are on. At this very second, no one else is looking at reports. But they might all be looking in real time. Who knows? Not the Rainbow Nights. No, but... RGB trailer? Yes, of course. How do you even use them? They are a reward for an event. This past Christmas event that's done. You can now find them on the marketplace. And then if you do have them, they go in your beacons slot. So the same slot as where that big light is there. And then it wraps all the way around your vehicle. Wait, right now, this is in Germany. My actual vehicle is somewhere in Sweden. Far away from here. Gamer trailer? Exactly. Comes with its own gamer chair with built-in toilet, because gamers never take breaks to go to the toilet. Yeah, it's all that. Fucking, ooh. We don't use the tram tracks for that. That's not what they're for, are they? You haven't watched it? How dare you? I expected you to be one of the first commenters. How dare you do that? These ones I don't usually do too much if the report ends and they haven't like made their move yet. If they're still sort of sitting there and we don't know yet, then it could otherwise be a kick because you haven't gone that far. If they go from all the way back at the lights, like that car did where they went all the way around, then there's a bit more going on. But here, they went around, what, 2 people? Can I release the buses? I have no power over that, no. They're currently working on it, probably testing them. 213, that's very high up. That one will likely disappear very soon. Why is it so popular? It's the other end of the busy CD road, and the CD road became popular for... we don't really know. People wanted to find a new place to go to. Tell us when ETS 3. ETS 3 is getting a real-life truck job and doing it there, and then making POV driving videos. That's ETS 3. It's very specific. Orange, I think we worked it out. I can't remember. Yellow is people worked out as being a cheating one. Orange is something very specific. How can it enter the testing team? That, I don't know. Maybe you already have to be in the team and then move over. Maybe it's like a sub-team. You could ask. Who else would you really go to? It's not really a support thing. You could ask a community manager or something. How do you do it? How do you join it? Location, Duisburg. Duisburg. Have a new year, you too. Hopefully it'll be a good one. This one is stuck on the cones, I can see. Hello, MND. Check Reddit, they say this year. Who's they, though? That subreddit is not an official subreddit. They're improving the engine of ETS 2. It'll probably feel jokingly like ETS 3, but there's no point in ETS 3. Now. How many other games have released a sequel over a decade later? Not many. Have goals. Yes, but I'm not telling you what they are. I have a few things written down. A goal is a goal, no matter how easy it is to complete. If you're already near the goal and you've still set it as a goal, then it's still a goal. Anything achievable. I was watching this car. Just all the changing lanes, man. Just, it's a mess. Go on, go through the middle. Oh, okay. Look like they were going to do it. Rework cancelled? No. No, that's still coming. You'll never get a date for that because it comes in a normal version. It's not a DLC. That's all it is. Maybe in the next one, maybe in the one after that. Who knows? Who veal? What do you mean veal? What city? Is that what that means? Quelle ville? Would you delete your ban? Sadly not. No. Please appeal for your ban. Appeal the ban. Katarina just died for a second there. It came back. Cool spawning in. Does the NGD version of Daft Trucks take heavy cargo weak or middle class? I don't know fully what that means, but they do not have very high torque or horsepower ratings, so don't expect to take something really heavy with one of those. It's not the same as like a Volvo or a Scania. Come on. Every time everything just freezes and stops moving, I fear the internet's going to die or something, but no, we're fine. We're good. Their wheels are edited. When did I become a mod? Many years ago. Long time ago. Quite a while back. I applied for the first time it was available. What's so blue about it? Blue meaning if you're feeling blue. You're feeling sad. But it's also a banger of a song. If anyone here doesn't know of the song Blue Monday, go and listen to it. It's really good. Has it ever crashed? Well, it's been kind of taken offline by DDoSing methods and such. Not really crashed. No. Loading on. No, by new, what's it called? New Order or whatever. The funky house song. How do you keep so much FPS? I admire that you think this is quite a lot of FPS. It's 18 FPS. But graphics do help a little bit. They're not very high. My scaling is not very high. And my player render distance, I think, is on medium. All of those things can help a bit. Steaky, welcome. Big fan. So this is all they did. Trying to squeeze in front. But why? 4 on Duisburg? Ooh. Hello, Dan. You're the one that timed me out earlier, hey? You were Dan, or was it Danny-O? Might be Danny-O. Am I confusing the two? I got timed out unfairly. 1983, it's so good. I'm not going to play it because it's a copyrighted song. Obviously. The report ends here, though. Yeah, Danny-O, why'd he do that? He was so mean. You get timed out for random stuff. For aesthetics, yeah, the Daft looks quite nice, but don't expect insane power going on there. But then again, if you don't run me over, nice. If you have that vehicle and you know what that vehicle can and can't do, you wouldn't even be taking a heavy trailer with it because you can't. That's just how it is. Just sing us the song. Well, it doesn't have any lyrics in it. No, it does have lyrics, and I don't know the lyrics off by heart. So sadly not. No. Sadly not. There are sites where you can essentially acquire like a one-time license type thing for some songs, but that's for videos, not streams. Admins are sleeping. I'll go back to the city in a minute. Kick people. Sing, sing. No, 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 no. No, that's a different blue. That's also a different blue. Blue Monday specifically. It's a good song. And then we stopped. Okay. Maybe change the setting. But yeah, that blue is also good. Sounding familiar. It's really good. Hello, Diesel. If you would ever get a ban on MP, how would you be informed? If it's in-game and you were in-game at the time, you would have a red message in the chat telling you what it is. If it's on the site, you'll probably have a massive banner at the top of your profile saying banned, and it will tell you what it is. You can hear lyrics, but no lyrics are there. There is a certain part of it after there's the strong kick jump with the synth, and there's a segment where they do have lyrics. It is there. Why voice chat doesn't work? Have you set it up properly? Actually set up a device for microphone and speakers, and then go to an area where you might actually hear people. We do touch web reports, yes, but not on stream. It would be hilarious to show you, but no. Using tab menu. And then it's X. Press X to talk. And then if you can see an icon in the bottom right, that's you speaking, and then if it's in the top left, that's other people speaking. This song is so good, isn't it? Is it quite a lot? Yes, it's a lot. Well, it depends. I believe when you go to make a report, there's some part of it that says the load on the website of like how many reports there are, like heavy, medium, things like that. What's it say at the moment? Someone go and have a look. That car, remember that car there? Oh, we're cutting through. We got bored. In the tab menu, everyone has the speaker symbol, but you don't. That's to mute them. You wouldn't be able to mute yourself, so don't worry about the list of everyone else having it in the tab menu. That's if you want to mute a specific person. Yeah, I can understand how in other games that means that you don't have it on. In this case, no, that's just to mute them. El car. Where was the car? It was a greenish car, wasn't it? This one. How far do they go? They're here. Okay. Unflipped. Wait for them to free themselves, and then here they are. Then they got to go around this car. How do people make it look cool? Yeah, the local mods are only local to you, but a lot of people may use tuning packs to make it look good. A good paint job can help make it look good as well. A lot of very nice specs can be made with only in-game stuff, like tuning packs. Because there are a few now that have more paintable bars and such. Beforehand, you didn't really have any of those. It was all chrome. Here they come. How many have I banned today? Not sure. A handful? Possibly. I wouldn't really say a dozen. It doesn't seem like it's a dozen yet. And then there you go, nice. Why though? Don't do that. What is a good reason to get appealed for going around a corner too fast and hitting someone? What do you mean a good reason to appealed? Did you do that? And then you got banned and you're wondering how to word yourself. The yellow one, yeah, they were banned first. You say they went around because they got bored and then tried to cut in front. Bad idea. Don't do that. Don't do that. Welcome in, David. Okay. Another one doing it in real time. Bonk. Good job. Just about saw the last part of that. So now we got to look at this in real time, do we? You paid for Patreon. If you just paid for it, give it a little bit, because apparently the Patron's API part to sync to it is notoriously slow. It may not be immediate. You get other perks like Discord channels and things like that, so if they don't show up yet either, then you definitely don't have the perks yet. There are instructions on how to connect your TMP account to it. I assume you've done that. If your role color changes as well. It is a long song. Back then, songs used to be on average 10 minutes long. I nearly said the number. Very long. Now it's a surprise to see a song be 5 minutes long, because most of them are like 2. Pop songs are about 2 minutes long. Don't say the number. No, I'm not going to say. I do use it sometimes. Good reason to get unbanned. From your description, that doesn't sound like one. If you overtook and hit someone, it's not really necessary to do it. You probably did it at bad timing. Bad place to do it. Say whatever you want. Just don't say, please unban me, please, I really want to play, please, oh my god, please. Just don't say like that. Sound like you actually want to be unbanned. Or spamming random letters, just be like, please. Are you going to go through? Oh, you're going through. Now the car's going to follow, though. Yes, they are good. Okay. 3 in 1 right here. Good job. If others at the front continually block the road up. Yeah, you stopped, eh? Eh? Too late. Too late. If others at the front continually block it up, then it causes more people to get the temptation to try and overtake it. They're doing that because they don't want to sit in the queue. This is the only way out from the other half of the city. It's just this one bridge. It wasn't designed for several hundred people, but you just have to make do with it. That's all. And of course, there are very obvious signs here that we've added. You know, you've got tick, go this way, and then cross, don't go this way. They could be 10 times larger and people just won't care still. Just don't do that. Don't do that. If people did do bad things, they wouldn't be banned? No, of course they wouldn't be banned. No, no. Not at all. Time frame for someone getting back to an appeal should be within 3 days. That's what is mentioned. What's that blast here? 21? Good memes. Big fan, Rio. Good memes. Don't let those memes die out. Don't let the good Vine memes die out. New gens don't know what they mean. Accidentally hit another player while driving. Because you're watching your favorite streamer. Do not. I wouldn't be surprised if someone has genuinely used that as an appeal reason. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not my fault. Where is this? Duisburg on the map. Germany. We're in the base map. Yeah, Lumix. If you did nothing wrong, you can still be banned. That's not quite how that works. If you did literally nothing wrong, well then no. If you feel you did nothing wrong, you may still have done something wrong. If you acted second after someone else, you may still have done something wrong. Even if it was second. Nice. Nice. Okay. You crashed into them because you're watching me? No. Do not say that. No. You stupid. Done that. What? How does that one end? Did they do say something else after the no? Don't they? Duisburg. I am all the way over here. The city we're looking at is this one here. And specifically looking at the bridge here, which then goes to a roundabout, and which they go this way, then you've got traffic lights, and then they leave this way.
Sending good vibes. Hope you have a great stream.
Good evening, please! I should add the sounds back for the slightly higher bit amounts. 1,000 biddies! You are very welcome. I appreciate that. 410, welcome in. I just missed something, but who cares? It's fine. Hope you're well. Hello, Killua. Welcome in. And it's very kind of you. Big fan. Everyone had a good start to their month. Hope so. And everyone going to start complaining that we're over halfway through January, by the way. First month nearly gone. You know what I want to look at while this report is loading? What percentage through 2026 are we? That one usually freaks people out. 5%! We're over 5% through this year already. Crazy! Remember that one? Halfway, dude. Halfway, I know it. I'm assuming this is... Oh, no, hang on. These ones were banned before. Forget those. We already did those. Orange circle. What orange circle? The orange dot is where you spawn when you take your camera there. It's the actual spawn point of the city. Which dot? This dot. That one there. Is where the city name is. If you do go to the city, you'll appear on that dot. I'll do it in a moment. Are you allowed to overtake if it is safe? Yes, of course, if it is safe. I should hope that most people know when something is safe. Sadly, a lot of people don't. So, sometimes they have to be told, which is a bit silly. How's this going to end? Trucker's rubber. Needs some inflatable side skirts or something. You get more points. You do get more channel points. In chat points? I have no idea. Did we ban that car already? I don't know. Huh. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know what I set it to. You might do. But you get more channel points, yes. I think it's 1.2%, or 1.2 times, 1.4 times, 1.6 times, something like that. This was lag related. They went around the one that was slowly doing their turn. Because they saw him slowly move, so they wanted to move over. Clipped by that one a bit, and then when lagging, that one smooshed them out of the way, so that's not their fault. The car, though. This car. Report for lagging. No, I think I reported that to watch it back. Me specifically. But yes, some people do, because they don't know if someone's actually lagging or not. They see someone frozen in the road, and they don't look at the wheels. They can't see the person's speed, which would be nice. So they just assume the person is just blocking. Is there not? Good job. Blue Monday, yes. You know the song? Good song? Great song. It's just too busy, man. It's too busy. On England? What do you mean on England? Are these perm bands? No. No, they're not. The length is written here, so that's just... That was a week. In England. Blue Monday apparently is... Ooh. Is a day that someone coined at some point, which is known as the most either depressing day of January or depressing day of the year. Hence, feeling blue. The 3rd January, 3rd month, 3rd Monday, good lord, of January. Shave editing, move plates. I didn't really need to put that as save editing, did I? It's impersonation, firstly. I'll see what they do. Just appeal to your band. Good luck. Been playing since 2021. You have your first ban? Oh, man. Now we wait. Blue, these? No. Thought the Skoda cars with the pilot skin were admins. You are not the only one. A lot of people do think that, but no, they're not. People that actually are admins do have access to a police paint, but they don't often use it. It is funny when on the weekends you partied and drank a lot. Yeah, that's just every Monday then. That's just a hangover, isn't it? Just not looking at all that. Come on, please move. You weren't AFK. I just saw you moving. Change your plate. You had an HGV test and you failed, Alex. I'm sorry to hear that. When are you able to redo it? If you can redo it. A lot goes into doing those tests. Just waiting. Tempting 30th. Oh, that's not too bad then. I do need the toilet. So what I could do is go AFK real quick. And while we're still spectating this person. Because I do need the toilet. Good luck. Keep an eye, is he still there? You keep an eye, but you're not going to tell me, are you? Telepathically. Be like, oi, come back. Never mind. It just gave up. Okay. I still need the toilet though. So you're going to see a blurry version of this intersection in the background as I change scene. Yeah? Where's this? Duisburg. Good crash. What was that for though? And what is this? Man, I need the toilet. You're going to claim that admin's not doing his job. Like, he can see it, but he's not doing anything. But like, my defense, it's blurry. Can't see it. 3 trailers, yeah, you're able to get 3 trailers. These actually do connect properly, though. Because there are the middle bits there. It's just a weird combination, though, that's all. But hey, they've left the trailer not in the road, so that's good. Only one ban, something you did to avoid a collision? Ah, I see. Sometimes, yes, that can be. If we can see that you've avoided it and hit someone else, it depends on the situation. 8x4 looks ugly. It can pull everything, but you don't often need an 8x4. A 6x4 will still do the job, usually. You should be fine. We'll let you know. Well, again, you wouldn't. I'm not leaving the screen like this. I'm leaving the screen on the BRB scene. So, BRB. Damn. Alright. Alright, you do that. Alright, wait. Oh, that's cute. It's got texture on it. It's like a lemon. Oh, it is a lemon.
Now the cat's out of the bag, I guess I should give you the whole picture. See, my pop was on
That looks really nice down there, but then up here, look at all these rocks.
But when folks started getting sick from the xenochlor used in their products,
Can I pull a cheeky? Hang on.
Even had a big folder of evidence to give to the authorities. Novadeck higher-ups caught wind of it and...
They don't know that that's not the right way up, do they? Hmm? I don't know what happened to lead into this, because the crash had already happened, and now I guess this is the lead up to... Oh my god, look at that. I wish I could turn the HUD off. That's probably the best one so far. Look at that. They said at 95 there, I just want to Photoshop that out. My god, and you just park yourself just in front of it like that so you're blocking out. Look at that. That looks really good as well. How about that? If I just pause there for a minute. Just for a second, just imagine the HUD isn't there. Just look in the middle of the screen. Sort of any angle there. Like it's just looks so good. But you need one of those cards now. 10. Again, there's no fine for. Here he comes. Meow. It's not where it is. Here we are. Look at this. That looks really good. We've got to be careful we don't have another one. All I want to know is what Dusty Bear wants. Before we have another. I do like that. I wonder if they move. Imagine they got solar panels on. That'd be efficient. I don't want any comments. Okay, you can comment on that. See, we got jobs. Whoa, sorry. My bad. That may have made you a little bit dizzy there. I do apologise. Let's use the highway for this one. Whoa. Whoa, how you doing, big fan? Well, did anything happen? Did I miss anything? Did I miss it? Hello, Guav. Hello, Maku. He's not dead, no, admin, is it? Oh, this is a different person. It's not our friend, is it? I don't think so. Unless they relog, they'll be fine. Didn't miss anything, that's fine. Jono. Hello, Noble, big fan. Sure, I can. Oh, really? Good man for watching me, skill issue. That's what I should say now. It's just, you know, oh, you got banned for having my stream open, skill issue. Sucks to be you, doesn't it? No, I guess the person's not there anymore. Shame. People really do park anywhere, don't they? They got banned. Oh, good. Right. How do you know that, though? Because you wouldn't have been able to see the chat properly. How do you know that? This kind of thing. Let me just... This sort of overtake. I want to see this. Good start. How long an account stay usable? There's no deletion after a period of time. I don't think accounts delete after inactivity, no. Because a lot of people stop playing after several years. You saw past the pixelation. I know this as well. I have a handful of non-ETS clips. I like to feature those because otherwise it would just be ETS. I like really short clips as well. So if I find any good, really short clips, I might feature those. But those only play through the featured clips. This one's already impatient, yeah? You got hazards on? Yes, you do. The whole point of the hazards isn't to have them on all the time. Nice, good job. Let's cut this one off, yeah. Okay. Is the double trailer? This is a normal double and people can still take up a lot of space with this one. That one is a HCT. It depends. It depends. All depends on your skill. Perfectly fair merge, yeah. Not a problem there. And then this. ETS only? Yeah, exactly. Looks like I need to play more games, don't I? So they waited for their chance, but then when they did see a gap, they just straight for that gap. Nice. Everyone except this guy, yes. Good job. And then this car, good job. Hello, Dwarfi. Don't know if I said already, big fan. Hello, Henry. It's harsh? Not for that. Not really, no. If you're overtaking due to boredom, there's no valid reason to overtake that way. And then when you try and merge back in, you're sort of nudging someone else out of the way. Why are you doing that as well? That's not good. There's a thing that people assume, well, like, oh, just because it's the first ban, it should be like maybe 2 days or something. Deprived of TMP for 2 weeks? Yeah, but you're not deprived of the game, though. You can still play the game. And I'm sure a lot of people have other games to play in the meantime. Just play the other games. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. How else are they going to learn, eh? What truck do I prefer for very heavy cargo? Well, I have the highest horsepower Scania. It's not an 8x4 Scania, but it still moves it sufficiently, so... Scania's pretty good. Volvo's pretty good. Those are the two highest. Both of those have 8x4s as well. Up to you. 3 days will send the same message. No, I get that. I get that. How many people do you ban a day? Varies. So there we go. Green, we got the other Andy doing some. Green means someone else doing it. Hopefully you get unbanned. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. If there's a good reason to unban, then you will. This is... yeah, Rotterdam. I was going to say that. Twice. Well done. Gamba. Back when all cities looked like this was the entire game. Just a grid shape city. Yeah, just saying sorry is not good. 7 days for avoiding a collision going onto the grass verge and caused no harm. Did you continue driving when on the grass or did you immediately stop? Because it is... There's a chance that someone might have seen the tail end of that situation and then acted upon that. No, I was saying, because I was thinking Rotterdam. I wanted to make sure. One of them has a diagonal lane leading to a hotel, and that's how you can instantly tell which one it is. I think it's Amsterdam, because hotel's here. You know? Didn't move off the grass. No, I'm not saying you would have moved off it. But there's a lot of scenarios where people that are actually more at fault anyway would continue driving on the grass as if, well, you know, they're not causing any problems, but then why are you continuing? You know? So if you went on the grass and then stopped while you were there, again, it's for the video of the appeal. How is this bad? Well, this maybe. Little bit dangerous. Bit of a rush. I assume the red Scania reported them because that was... It's close if you don't follow with the camera. It's close. Like that. Kind of, I don't know how that didn't knock the other one out of the way, but it would have otherwise caused a little knock. So, save editing. Oh, here we go. Ooh. It is, but it's not bad editing, no. People do this for a challenge as well, don't forget. The longer the trailer they can possibly get, just, oh, that's the challenge, because it means it's heavier. But if it does cause a problem by being enormous, if you know what I mean, then... No, there we go, they're out of the way. You might have a bit of a struggle moving, but... Yeah, that was it. That's not bad. Still there? Yes. If you get in the way due to your trailer being too long, then there's a bit of a problem there. But otherwise, you know, if you're pulled over and you're fine, not a problem. That Calais is actually somewhere near Dusseldorf in real life, but ETS2 shows it's near to the British. Calais is indeed further round, only a little bit further around the coast though. It's not insanely near Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf is further away. I wonder what Danny's doing now, yeah. He hasn't been here in a while, this isn't his type of stream. He interacted with the community people. Randomly in the stream. What kind of stuff is he into, like CS and things like that? Because our other friend is into CS? You forgot one. Huh. For how long would there be physics and snow? Supposedly until spring, which is in March. But you can remove it anytime you want. I might remove it at the end of this month. That's my winter season. All done. That was intentional, don't do that. And a bit of a bump, because you were too distracted on cutting off the person next to you. So now they try again. Nice. Winter to summer to spring, yes. Spring mod will just add a few more flowers, which looks rather nice. That's the shoulder. It is indeed. I'm not the one driving, by the way. But you can see that one of them was trying to pass, and the other one tried to stop them from passing, and now they're just leapfrogging each other. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. But what's the point if you're doing several, you know... Inherent bias towards the victim. That is a coincidence from that report. Neither one is the victim in this report anyway, by the way, if we go right back to the beginning. In this particular one, neither one is. Goes through there, that one's alright. And then here, you're approaching at a higher speed, intending on using this lane to overtake. That's not a normal lane that you're supposed to use anyway. But then, of course, they cut them off. So for a brief moment, yes, they are the victim. But if they didn't do that, you know, they're not completely innocent. And then it starts like the leapfrog thing. FAFO, it is. It is. But that still doesn't mean it neutralizes the scenario. If one does something and the other one does something back, you've now both done something. That doesn't cancel it out. People seem to think it does cancel it out. Like, yeah, my revenge was successful. Not what that means. What does 80 feel like you're about to lose control? If it feels like you're about to lose control, slow down. Especially with physics. Don't travel at your normal speeds if you're using physics. People don't seem to know that. Because if you have to suddenly brake, you take longer to brake. And you might slip out. Not good. Exactly. Just because you can go 110 doesn't mean you should go 110. It's a limit. Not a minimum. Or a guide. But that's too easy, isn't it? Ha! Killua, goddammit. Hey, and we fell over. Oh, hang on. What was the wobble for, though? Maybe the game actually froze, and they freaked out. Good save. Good save. But then we stopped. But, you know, there are other lanes, assuming they do move. Yeah, they're not there now. Good. Maybe they had to check the extent of the damage or something from that little tip over, and it's, you know, people can go around them. Sim 1, this is Sim 1. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, you may have been entitled to compensation. Whether there's a blame, there's a claim, yes. Ooh, look at that Lambo, look at those colours. Bluey green. Now, this is the confusing moment because the barriers do not show in demos, so just pretend those barriers are there. Otherwise, this will look very weird. There's technically one, I think, between the two lanes here, and then they merge at the end, and there's one on either side as well. This is the patron car, currently. Patrons can use the Lambo. I think sometime several months back last year, it was the public car. Possible to walk without lights at night. It is, but it's quite dangerous. Wouldn't suggest that. Especially if you don't really know where you're walking. You might walk into something, you might fall down a hill that you didn't know was there. But in a lot of places there is sufficient amount of light pollution that it's not completely dark. No, they don't keep the Lambo. No, you keep the same car. So if you have, say, 10,000 kilometers on it, whatever the next model is, will still have 10,000 on it. So you don't have to buy the same car again and again and again. You can keep the same car. It's just the skin, the body of it changes. And we just have to watch this all the way through, so... Nothing really to worry about yet until they merge, I assume. Yeah, after your eyes will adjust a little bit. There's this supposed thing that if you eat a lot of carrots, your eyes will be better. I think in my case, I'd rather be able to see what's near me. Others would be scared of the dark. You'd be afraid of maybe what's in the dark that you can't see. Hello, Gammas. GGG, welcome in. And it ends there. Appreciate the follow. Big fan. Well, that wasn't that bad. Just driving next to someone. You're saving space, technically, by doing that.
Waving emoji.
Hello, Harvey. How you doing? Welcome back. 41 months. Hope you're doing well. There we go. Now all the stuff is back. Welcome back. Hello, Felix. Yeah, they may not be alone. It's just whatever's potentially in the dark is scary. Also, your depth perception is just gone when you're in the dark. Even if you know something exactly the same, you don't really know where the nearest wall or object or person is if you're completely in the dark. You just don't know, you know? Good job. Nice. Good job. That one was just reported is their report, so I think that's what that light green is. Have to look at that. The amount of times you've encountered players reporting other players for going the speed limit is insane. Exactly. Because it's a country road, it's not a racetrack. The speed limit is automatically lower. Because just because they see 110, they think you have to go 110. There's another Lambo. For me, it looks like a McLaren or something. If Sim 2 was the more popular one and they could still go 150, they would absolutely go 150. Almost every cyclist drives without lights. Oh, that's bad. Why? How to install these mods? You need TruckersMP. It is a modded client. You run the installer for it, connect it to where your games are installed, and then when you launch the launcher, you select which server you want. So you don't make your own server, you just select them. Cyclists here don't have lights. They're just all over the place. Do people think that they're going to look a bit stupid if they have lights or something? Like how some people seem to be convinced that you look stupid if you wear a helmet? No, you don't. Lambo, yes, the patron vehicle currently. I don't know when the next change is. It's already been a thing for maybe 2 weeks. Do you know why you get a black screen? I do not know why you get a black screen. Every time you launch your game? Or only in certain areas? You have to restart your PC. That might be a PC problem. Have you updated your drivers? Have you verified your files of the game? Is something else broken? Weren't you already slowing down? No, here you should be slowing down. Why are you still speeding up? Brakes it. I mean, they were braking, but your brakes are just terrible for the city road. Come on now. They're just bad. It's just terrible, but you'd probably kick them if you saw them, didn't it? For the city road, turn up your brake intensity. It may not be natural, but you may need to stop in a far shorter distance than would be realistic. Because stuff like that could be in front of you if you somehow don't see them and you're not really paying attention. Oh, Lime is live. Doing his videos? Yeah, there's all different perspectives. I assume that we all treat things slightly differently, don't we? The way that we think about scenarios. I mean, Tuna doesn't do voiceovers for the videos, but I assume Lime describes what he's seeing. More speed! No! Good cut. bad cut. Why you do that? Why you do that, huh? That was bad. Leave him. Yeah, have Steam open, obviously, because it's still launching the game itself. And if you launch the game without Steam, does it even work? It will be a bit weird. Different ways, yeah. That's fine. No more Wi-Fi problems. Don't say anything too loud. For me, there shouldn't be. Not today, there have been. If you say it too loud, something might happen. Are they going to turn? You have to go all the way up to the end where the road thins out again, then turn around there and come all the way down. All the way back down. You don't use ATS, you don't have to. Knowing how long ATS is going to be on sale, it says it on the store page, doesn't it? Doesn't it say it on the store page? Oh, it doesn't. Because it's not on sale. Maybe it was just on sale. No, it's not. Usually when it is on sale, it will tell you. Like X amount of days left. So I guess it was only for the last week. Maybe it ended today. Thank you for the 40, Felix. I appreciate that. Big fan. And for 90 days. Well, Max, what did you do that you didn't pay attention to your previous history? Because 90 days is a history ban. You've done this before. And why? Why? Nordic? No. This is a bit of Russia, so this is Baltic DLC. Not Nordic DLC. Are you going to overtake at any point? You're not going to be able to, because you're all at full speed, so... No, cheating is different. 90 days is 3 months for the history ban. So you're 5th and beyond. So you've done something naughty. Server is Sim 1. Simulation 1. Oh, they might be able to do it now. 110. Server's limit is 110. You can turn off your limiter. Like the numbers. They're just the rule numbers. Rule 2 refers to in-game stuff. Rule 1 refers to account and chat type things. So rule 1.5, for example, is bad language. Why is it not merging? They should be able to now. I guess they're just a group of friends that are driving next to each other. You should merge now. There we go. Good. Because they all play around and they get a bit too close, they endanger each other. Unable to make request. God damn it. I have to see if it refreshes that. Do you recommend downloading Pro mods on the same profile as vanilla? No. Because the map is different. And if you keep switching back and forth, I don't know if your progress will actually save properly. Luckily, no one else was oncoming there. But don't just chill next to someone else. If you're all going at 110, space yourselves out and then you can just stay in the same lane. You'll be fine. Never had a ban. Sure, you said something bad to a guy harassing you, but it was 2 words. Ah, but are they 2 very bad words? And what do you mean you've never had a ban? You don't get that length of ban then? 2 very bad words, I assume. Either way, appeal it. Unlikely to get unbanned, but appeal it. The amount of words, there's only 2 words, you know. Remember that? Some gamer words, yeah, maybe. Got banned and appealed, now you got banned more. Maybe more evidence was added, Martin. You should still focus on the appeal, though. Everything goes in the appeal. Nolan, welcome in. Polish, thank you for the gifts. A lot of people joining us today. A lot of these names I haven't been reading out. Another one. It was F India. Ah, why did you say that? VC is wilder. No, it is wilder than that. Doesn't mean that you are innocent, though. Just, what is this notion where if someone else says something worse than you, yes, they are worse than you, but that doesn't mean you are completely neutral. Like they've out-badded you. You're still bad. You still shouldn't say that. It was only 2 words. But why? What if they said that about your country? 3 months. Yeah, for history. Unless it isn't for history and it's for like 2.9. Does it say 2.9 in the ban message? That's bad if it says 2.9. This is similar to whoever was saying that they pulled over to the grass. Just another thing where if they stopped, they'd be alright. If they continued, then it kind of wipes out that, you know. What's 2.9? Rule 2.9. Ah, so it was 2.9. Oh, I see. That one is where the management gives you a very specific, they override 2.8 or anything else. They deem whatever you got originally not enough. As a US citizen, you probably agree with them. That's not a good notion to have. Don't do that. Don't say that. Shouldn't be saying F whatever to any region, but that's not my topic to have, is it? Rule 2.9. Go and have a look at the rules. It's the last rule in that section. Scale of 1 to 10, how bad is 2.9? Nearly 10. I'll read it out. It's very specific. It's from the management. 5.2 is 10. Yeah. Please read. Your appeal? No. Nice.
Huh?
5.2 is even more severe, yeah. Good job. And then was this the one that they originally cut off? I think it was. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Issued by Moderation Management. If a user that joins TMP with the sole purpose to violate the rules, specifically 2.8, can be bypassed at their discretion. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that means. That massive wall of text right there on the TikTok stream. That's what that was. There was a third one, maybe a fourth one. Let's reload the report. Someone passes first, but I don't know who it is. There we go. This one. Is this the same one we just saw? That's not, surely, right? Oh, wait, it is. Oh. Imagine if. There's a lot of things to imagine. That doesn't help. Story time. At any point if needed. Yeah, that one is good. 5.2 is like, that's game over. Did you see the F7? These people trying to pour out of it. Just leave it. Let it burn. Ashley, explain. Talk to me. There's a second one. Where's the second one? Oh no, that was the one we just saw. This was the one I saw anyway. Okay, so we dealt with all of them then. That's fine. Oh? You didn't even finish your sentence. So no, imagine what? What do you mean? Where's Justin? What, Lil? Is she awake? That would be interesting. Are they still doing the B-Day celebrations, right? Look up. Chances are they won't be on the screen by the time I do it. Yes. Would you recommend as your fourth DLC? Road to the Baltic Sea or Beyond? Beyond the Baltic Sea? Road to the Black Sea. I was like, hold on a minute. Probably Black Sea. Of the two, Black Sea has some very nice roads, very nice scenery down there. And it's also in the area of the Balkan DLC, which also might be nice to pick up as well. Yeah, whoever wanted the... I know you cannot see them on the TikTok screen, but the mute icons, I don't have one next to my name, which makes sense. I can't mute myself. 5.2. But you could have just any of the normal rules, and then it could be upgraded to 5.2. Is newest DLC worth it? Yes. It's a huge DLC. It's very nice. Let me guess. When they eventually leave each other's existence? There we go. Karma for the overtaking. Karma, you got to that point by yourself. by spawning in and starting to drive. Don't do that. That's just great. The roads are way too long? No, they're fine. They're fine. If you spawn in like that and the road is completely empty, then it clearly shouldn't be. And then when they start moving... Do they hit anyone else on the left? Oh, yeah, you nudge this person. There we go. Honk, you inconvenienced someone. How dare you? Your actions inconvenience someone. Just don't spawn in and immediately start driving. Make sure people have actually loaded in first. And if they don't, that's your game then. Don't drive. Don't move yet. Yeah, there'd have to be something completely wrong with the server, or you're on the wrong server if the city road is empty. This road is never empty. The triple? Maybe we did. Server 14. 14, I have no idea. Is it where it's particularly hosted? I don't know how many servers they use. But yeah, when you reserve an event, they can put certain events on certain servers. I prefer ATS or ETS. I don't prefer either one over the other. We do more of them on ETS though. But because of the events I've been doing, it's been back and forth. But now I finished the Louisiana event. Right, I think. So I don't need to play ATS for another little bit. We've still got some ETS to do. Yo, question. George, go ahead. Speak. What's up? What? Who are you calling, what's he done? You might have overtaken to get there. That angle is odd. Schedule still says Louisiana. Oh, that was under the assumption that I didn't finish it yet. I haven't even updated the schedule for this week. That's last week's schedule. I'm a terrible streamer. I haven't even updated it. It's out of date. How do we deal if you spawn in and it's a traffic jam? That is what the benefit of ghost mode is supposed to be. If you have the ghost mode thing, you're invincible for about 15 seconds or so. Move over to the side of the road if you are able to. If not, it should give you enough time to teleport away. That's it. Yeah, just go to the side of the road, wait for it to wear out, because it will say in the top half of your screen, ghost mode. 2 weeks ago? Oh, really? It's the same schedule then. It's not like I change week to week, eh? How did Andin forget? I don't know. Basically, same stuff except not Louisiana this week. There you go, done. That's also why I don't use the actual built-in schedule on this platform. That's why they swore at them. I see. Don't call them the P word, though. Don't do that. I don't know what that means. Maybe an apology. How does this traffic happen? It is purely a lot of people on a small road that doesn't really work. Fish? You can finish it, yes. If we get the right jobs, though. Which finish. I do that several times. I'm typing out a word and I've missed out part of the word, but I swore I typed it. Very strange. Bonk. That's one of my favorite scenarios. The moment they start moving, they bump into someone. Immediately, the FAFO. That's just great. Since you're English, you surely have your driver's license. You overestimate me a lot. Between trucks is much further. Between cars, it depends on whether it's rainy or sunny, and it is a certain number of meters. Yes. And in trucks, it's a lot more than that, because they have a braking distance. Then it also depends if the truck is loaded or not. Something, something, something. Yeah. Why is it popular? A lot of people are wondering that question. We don't fully know. We don't fully know. It used to be Rotterdam and Europort. And then people moved over to here. Presumably because either it's a longer road, it's still in the base map, so anyone can access it, and it goes further into Europe. You basically go from Calais straight to the middle of Germany on one continuous road. Other than that, it's just, you know, sheepish behavior, herd mentality, as they say. If you see a bunch of people on this one road, you're wandering and you'll go and check it out, and therefore you are now one of those people. Then someone else will join the road. And here we are. This year will be 10 years. Will the road survive to its 10th birthday? For 10 years, it's been exactly the same. I'm assuming 10 years, because again, my video was talking about it from late 2016. So, it may not quite make it. I'll have to refer back to that video, though. That video is a good 2-3 years old. Deleted 1 week before. Can't even reach the anniversary. You missed Rotterdam? Europol was a time, wasn't it? It was a time. I should have done that for my going back in time video, because it had the old lighting of the game as well. And that would have been good. This is same as the other one from before. You're all kind of squishing against each other. It's SES doing it. It's not Calais. This stuff is TMP doing it. This stuff is TMP. If you mean the CD Road revamp, that's SES doing it. Someone's blocking the bridge. Oh, really? Why? Give it a bit of downloading. Blocking the bridge. Oh, yeah, they are. Who's... See, this is how I can press TT and we find out where the person is. They're here. But you're not going to bother getting your trailer back, are you? Nah, it's not funny. I got school. Stick drift. That's not stick drift. That's this. What are we going to say? Brain cell drift? Dylan! It's Joker Dylan! Oh my god, it's Joker Dylan. Got school. Have a flower, my man. Welcome in from the real world into the virtual world. I hope we're doing well. Last time we went the other way round. My god, how was the stream? Where was he going this time? I appreciate that very, very much. It's busy. It's busy. This is always what it's like. It's busy. Do be busy. But I hope you're well. Welcome in. Hello, how's it going? Most people should know. If you want ETS... Trucker Dylan is a perfect example of ETS 3. People are asking about ETS 3. He plays ETS 3. He's a real-world truck driver, and he does POV-ish truck stuff. That's ETS 3. Go and give him a follow. Otherwise, there's no such thing as ETS 3. NL to be E. Oh, just another day, eh? That white car? Missed it. No need. It's a jokey thing in the community because there won't be one. But we describe all those POV videos of people driving. Every single one of those comment sections refers to how good the graphics is. It's kind of a niche thing by itself. But I appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your day. You must be very tired after that. No worries. I would assume they went straight through, right? Because there's no way you got all the way to the other end. Yeah. That quickly. How strict? Not really. Not really. I seem to be very casual, as some people say. I miss a lot of stuff because I'm looking at chat and then I miss it. That's me. There we go. That makes sense of how they got that way. There's no way you could cross the bridge that quickly. Hell no. Blame the chat. Well, chat blames me for my driving skill. They do that. So I'm not a strict mod and I'm not a good driver. That's me. That's me. Snowy Moon is the main thing. Yeah, they use the Snowy Moon graphics mod in the real world. That mod looks good. It does look good. They've done a very good job with it. Yeah, I don't drive. No, if you ever see me drive, you're just dreaming. Totally don't have a new wheel or anything. No, I finessed that, didn't I? Speaking of, new video if it's still pinned. Check out a new video. This is great. Mutual blame. Yeah, exactly. We can agree to disagree. That's literally what that means. take in. Then there's this one. This one, you move forward. Yep. Otherwise, come on now. Then we've got this one. I'll just TP that one. TP that one. Don't block the intersection. Hello. Let's not do that. It's close. Barriers. We could do that, to be fair. More barriers in between those other little barriers. That could stop people switching through. So they'd have to do it from here, really. Tram track here. That was sneaky. I mean, you know, if the tram track's not in use, it's probably too wide. So otherwise they would put a barrier all the way down here, all the way up to these. Or just more solid cones or something. Because now you cannot turn left that way. Saw that one. You used to be able to, but now you have to go all the way up to the roundabout and back down again. TMP crashes when it goes to the login screen. That, I don't know why that happens. How long have you had that problem? Neo, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. And George, I didn't even notice that. Big fan. Blender. Yeah, they don't. People. A lot of people don't care. They do whatever they want in their mind at the time, and then if something happens, then they go, "Oh crap," you know. Snow looks peak, but you're banned for 3 months. Why, Kiki? Why? Would you have used the physics mod as well? Hope not, because that might also get you a ban. Because you can lose control with it. A disk cleanup. Yeah, the first thing whenever someone has problems is verify the files of the game. Make sure all the files are there correctly. You can, unless you're using a skin. Does anyone know, anyone that uses the new launcher, can you press F1 in the new launcher and it reloads all the files? In the old launcher you used to be able to. George, no I'm not. I'm using the vertical plugin in OBS for TikTok. So any filters and things people do, they won't work in the stream. They did reset, yes. At the beginning of the year, I reset the points. So you're going to gamble your way back up again. You can play convoy mode, yes. If you're banned on TMP, you're not banned from the game. You're still able to play the game in every other realm. That's completely fine. TMP is separate. If we banned you from the game itself, that would be insane. And probably illegal. Nice. No, I don't get confused with multiple chats. You see that I'm looking in different directions. I'm looking at the different amounts of chats. So there's a lot to read up on, but they're all coloured in various ways, so I can see some. Still there? Pressing F1 does technically put you in a ghost mode, kind of invincible mode. You can't move while you're in F1. So if you're sitting in traffic for a long time, you can press F1. Only kick? Yes, only kick, just to get them out the way. It's fine. Doing something. Hold on. Hold on. Don't press it in traffic. And maybe only for a brief moment, but otherwise no. How can one drive a bus? You were able to with the D-bus, but at the moment you're not able to. There is another bus that's going to be supported at some time soon, and then you'll be able to drive that. It would be a vehicle you buy the same way you buy a truck. It's usually at the end of the dealership list. Those buses were fun. They were quite good. Yeah, but Dylan usually uses his in-game version of his actual truck, doesn't he? The best and cutest shadows. Oh, stop it. Yeah, the SCS ones will be coming soon as well. Do you only do moderation? No, I do driving as well. Tomorrow, if you actually do tune in to the stream tomorrow, we'll be driving. Thankfully, also, Mix, I don't know if you've ever tried it. There's a technique you can do in GTA Online where if you are driving and you bring up the character select screen and then press cancel, it will think you're about to switch lobby, but then it won't, and you'll become just a brick wall immediately. I'm very glad you can't do that here. So F1 while moving. An orange bus. Yeah, you will have to change that vehicle. So if you go in single player, whatever the vehicle might turn into, sell it, or swap vehicle, then go back on the TMP. Or while you're kicked, you can just do it there while you're kicked and then restart. Yeah, you can't use the bus now. The partnership sounds good. The coach model that they have is a Mercedes coach, I think. It's inspired by a Mercedes coach. This one's more like an actual coach rather than a bus, so it should look quite nice. As a kind of keeping the gap in between whenever we do get the actual coaches. Because I don't know when you're going to get the coaches. Hopefully this year, but I don't know. I'm glad you backed off of that fairly promptly. Well done. Well done. You actually realized that wasn't going to work. But you can see the intent. They wanted to have taken. If you quit moderator, can you come back or you got to reapply? Probably reapply. I wouldn't think you'd come back immediately either. Shiny LED, maybe. Might have some cool interior lights you can turn on and off. Can you ban yourself? No. You can do something to get yourself banned though, which is what everyone does all the time anyway. But don't do that. Don't do that. Right, hold on a minute. We're near the end of the session. I was thinking of how many more I'm doing. Mayor, welcome in. Croys, hello. Is that how you say that? That may not be. Crow, how you doing? Appreciate the follows. Admin, can you baby for new admin? Yeah, sure. What's your ID? I'll just, in the band reason, I'll just go. Just like that. And then the managers will be like, what the hell are you doing? So we're not doing it. How often do you actually play the game? Somewhat often. Generally, I'm not in the game too much off stream, if at all off stream at the moment, actually. But I do admin, then drive, then admin, then drive. We go back and forth between them. So again, tomorrow stream, same time, 2 hours before right now, because it's on the hour. Driving. More Nordic driving. With the new wheel, for those that haven't seen it yet, with the new wheel. I can still say new wheel. It's been about 2 weeks. You, Pope, how you doing? Lambo. In fact, I can show you how I have it. Because when I'm doing non-driving stuff, the wheel isn't sitting there. The frame is sitting there, the base, but the actual wheel itself is not attached. Because otherwise it takes up too much space. 4 and 6 a.m.? Yes, not many people are there. By that time you may have some of the American players, but there's certainly far less American players. Certain amount of reports. No, you pop on whenever. I think if there were, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Thank you for joining, Killua. No worries. Have a safe one, big fan. Because this is a volunteer thing, so people pop on whenever they can do the work. There's still Marty. And me, that's it. But there may be someone else doing some real-time stuff. Two lanes. No, they want to just sneak in front. Anytime they don't want to get held up by all the traffic, they will move. Unless you're pulling over, in which case that's a bad way to do that. The hazards are on. You could have waited a little bit. UTC plus 3. Different wheel. I had the G29. So I was briefly keyboard, then G29 for like 8 years, and now the Moser. So quite a ramp up. Luckily, they didn't really put that person in danger. They just wanted to pull over. Because if we go in real time, there's stuff here. there. So they have to go all the way around to then go in this bit. Beforehand, you could just go straight across. Check the Lambo out. Well, they were only stationary, weren't they? I was only curious of where they were. Or was it something else? This one. It's spawned in. Is it easy to disassemble? Yeah, fairly, because the way that their thing attaches is kind of almost like a hinge thing where you pull sort of one bit of the lever back and then it kind of snaps off. Portugal and England do at the same time. Yes. Currently in GMT. Nothing else. Upon springtime, we will be fast forward again. God damn it. I don't like GMT +1 because it's just weird, man. What was that about? It was weird. Favorite truck? Scania. The next gen Scania. If I did start saying Scania, like apparently that's how you're supposed to say it, then would that freak people out? Probably. Stick drift. Yeah, totally. This is stick drift as well, yeah? It's like if they have a sibling sitting right next to them, someone's just pushed the wheel and they've just crashed. What was the reason for that? That brake was sudden from the one in front, but if you're here, assuming no one else is there, if you're here and you're approaching this corner, you should not be going at full speed this close to that corner. You have to slow down before that corner. It's the only corner that you shouldn't be taking at a very high speed. And then we just... Come on now, come on. Everything in that was wrong. Everything. This one's got the Christmas lights. These are the ones that people wondered how to get those, right? For now, I think you can only get them on Steam Workshop. Or Marketplace, rather. But there's a version of them for every single vehicle you might own. Realistic? It's just not realistic at all. Absolutely not. When's the snow ending? Spring. Because then we switch to the spring mod. The person that makes the snow mod makes one for every season. And we swap it. Every season. Vomited because you ate too much barbecue chicken? Well, that's silly. I hope it tasted nice beforehand. Must have tasted real good. Because you can't digest more of it. So then your stomach just throws it back up. There's only so much you can fit. What do you mean they get launched? Yeah, the TMPX. Like SpaceX, but TMPX. Or TSP. The Trucking Space Program. Too much barbecue? Yeah, maybe. Don't try and block it. That's not too bad. Some overtakes, I still wouldn't recommend doing them. Just because I didn't ban them doesn't mean that it is A-okay. It's totally fine. Let's do this one. Because it's a yellow. And it's for everything, so it's going to be none of those things. Cat stood on the keyboard, did gamble all. That's a shame. Well, you got to stop him from doing that. Oh no. Blocking. Yes, technically. Because they're just after the toll here, aren't they? Hacking, but it's not hacking. You can't sit beyond the toll thing here. You can go through this way, though. But, I mean, you know, if people are told to go through the weighing part, and, you know, you're in front of it, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'll just do blocking and then teleport. Not a ban, not a gate. Just scoot them out of the way. The way station. Yeah, but still, if you are told to go through it, it's one of the lanes to use. Don't block the lane. Ban ends 3rd of March. Well, if we try and line it up with when the seasons swap, when your ban ends, you may still have snow. Because middle / 20th, 21st, I think, is when spring starts. We try and follow when the seasons are. I think this year, the winter mod was just before it because there was a convoy. It had to be done before the convoy, I guess. And when was that convoy? On the 20th? Opinion on Romania. Never been. I've been in game. Looks very nice in game. Never been in the real world. Would be cool one day. I say that for almost every single country because I've not been to most of them. That is a very interesting history lesson. Yeah, I was skimming over that. Okay, remember the car. Pay the mod creator. I don't think they pay. They may just have a kind of agreement thing to allow people to use it. Just supporting the mod. Because you still have to go and get it from the person's actual site. So you're still supporting the person there. You got a ban on this road. As most people do. What did you do? This, I think, will definitely be the... They just did another thing again. Okay. This will be our last report. Because there's a lot to look at here. It's the same purple one from before. Only this one first. Only this one. Reckless driving because of your lag. Look at them! This is why people hate cars. I get why people hate cars. I get it. Don't think TMP is paying none of stuff. It's a volunteer thing, so no. Only the devs. Isn't it lilac? Oh, calm down. It's purple. Lilac is a type of purple. It's purple. This one, do they? Yeah, they do. Okay. Yes. Now if we go from the main act's perspective, which I think is this guy. It's going to be good. Always the cars. It's mostly the cars. Daylight is purple in German and Swedish. Well, there you go. Missed one. Yeah, there's more than two. There is the pinky purple one. And then the suspects. What even is that? A brownie beige, I think they had. TT's truck, TTG's trailer. Teleport to truck. Technically, they both should be TTT. But that would be very confusing. Unless they were replaced with symbols. So if we used a truck symbol and a trailer symbol instead of just text. All of this stuff has text. That's first crash. Rick, bro, why are you recording other people? You don't have any authority to record other people when you're doing this. Use custom skins. Only you would be able to see them. Local modding is how you do that. To others, you will look like you have a very basic skin on. Second crash, because they misjudged that. 2 bans in 2 years. Can you still be admin? Potentially, depending on when the last one was. Oh, does it say the number? I thought it was just a thing that the certain people do, where they have what appears to be like a license plate or a postcode. Cool. So was that worth it though? Was that worth it? Did anyone count how many people they just hit there? That's a lot. Now this one, same again. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like their own little usernames. This one had a bunch of 6s. This one had a bunch of 7s. Ah, funny. You say you didn't give consent to be filmed. Not quite how that works. 5 weeks. Well, by the time there would be another opening, which, again, it could be next week, it could be in 2 or 3 months. If you are unable to press the apply button, then you would have to wait more. If you can press it, then you would be fine. You would be able to use it. Isn't it this one? There's more than one. Oh, you do squeeze through there. Ah, I see. Are these guys all just in a Discord call or something? There is no way they're just a bunch of randoms having the same idea by themselves. You over it? Oh, I'm over it. I was never into it. It was so bad. I don't know if She-Wolf is still here. She-Wolf had like a crisis moment earlier because she started saying it non-stop. Even with like the tone of how you did it. It was ridiculous. I hope she's better now. Still driving fairly good? What do you mean still driving fairly good? That's good. This is just day-to-day stuff, you know? Maybe this one isn't involved. They might have just been inspired by it. But it's fine. You did the channel on Discord? No, we have a 69 channel on Discord, which is the funny number. Do not let 69 die out. If you see the number 69 somewhere, then you post that in the channel. Don't you dare let 69 die out. The OG, actual funny number. We're not giving into this new gen stuff. There you go, you see? Hilarious. Look, I'm in thumb. If it is thumb. 21. Well, 21 is a iconic one as well, but that's not in the same way. $80085. Yeah, that was funny, but that was only specifically for writing on a calendar. Calculator. Even better. 8008135. Yeah, exactly. You see, the full thing. Did you hit people? Was I really, or were you just? No, I think this one only overtook. Not really going to count that. Because they merged into the spaces made by the others. Not themselves doing it. Cool, is that 5? Yes, I guess so. All in the same report. Done. Lovely. Back playing this after 16 years, I'd be very surprised. The game hasn't been out after 16 years. You're a time traveler. It's been 13, nearly 14 years of the game, so it's almost. Mario, welcome in. Carter, welcome in. Krez, welcome in. ELG, Yorkie. Procedure to become admin. You would apply on the recruitment section of the main site. Then you fill in a form, whatever questions are on that form. You might be given a few scenario things to look through. I don't know what it looks like. I remember when I applied, it was like a form. Imagine like a Google Doc. So they're asking you questions. But the questions might change every single time, because otherwise you'd be helping each other out. So wait until it opens, and then if you're able to press the button, then you can apply. If you're not, that means you might still have a ban that's too recent. Or your account is too recent. Come on now. Great start. And then this is where they loaded the save. UK has the hardest ride ever? Which one? M25. This is what I saw, and then I looked away for it, because I went further down, and then, what, they popped out. Yeah, wait for it. And there we go. Why are you honking? You deserve that. You loaded the save there. Oh, the magic roundabout. The 5 roundabouts, yes. Because the inner one goes in a different direction to the outer ones. Very weird. I know, it's very strange. This, though, it starts... You know, you're going around them, but they're also speeding up. So what is the aim of that? Technically, that's this one's fault. This one's merging in. It would have been their fault now, but then you now should slow down because you wouldn't be able to make that overtaking time. Hey, unless you somehow doubled your speed in about 2 seconds. You know? But then, it is your fault for driving like this. When you load into the game, you have the ghost mode. You're supposed to use that to move over, so pull over to the left. Yeah. Don't do this. Because you know when we go driving on arcade and I can't see because someone's right where I am, they're right in front of me and their cab is merged into my cab? Do these people drive in third person for this or not? How do you see like that? Okay. You're one of those people now? Oh, come on. No, you could just not say it. Isn't it very easy just to not say the number? Hello. Oh, I just saw that as well. But I saw the merge. So, last one. For real, definitely last one. What number? That's 69 minus 2. It's not even funny. It's not funny. For real. Even though I called you out. Yeah, I don't like it. Lol. I don't know what you're on here, but... They broke free and ended it again. This is what I saw. Why though? Why though? That's the point. Why though? Oh. Do I see your yellow car? It's probably here somewhere. This one? Are we calling it yellow? Which are 2? Well, the one that moved out and kind of blocked him in. Yeah, maybe. Too late. Hello? Oh, I thought I said police. No, okay, that doesn't say police. Wouldn't want to wait in the line either. No, I get that you'd get bored, but then why are you on this road? If you know that this road is known for traffic, what are you expecting then? I like traffic, but not that much traffic. Like, that's too much traffic for me. I get bored. I got baited, yes, kind of. That's what leads people to just drive, and because they get bored, they get impatient. They like the thrill of being around a bunch of other people. They like the queuing, they like things like that. But then when it gets too boring, for whatever dumb reason, they pass it, because that gives another bit of adrenaline, and they like that. Okay, that overtake maybe, because why are you, let me guess, you went to the toilet? The classic scenario where the moment the traffic stops, you're like, okay, I'm going to rush to the toilet, and then the moment you go, traffic moves. It's like it knows. It knows. Right, we're going to put the camera over here, and I'm not going to look at what traffic is behind me. Leave it. This is live. That was live. Briefly, real-time live, yes. You purposely enter CD, then complain that it's dangerous? Yes. Why do you check plates on cars? Because it's more common, for some weird reason, to find people that put strange text on car plates than on truck plates. Granted, people may indeed have dodgy plates on their trucks as well. But, you know. Forever, that's it, I'm retiring, that's it. Now, one that we could raid is indeed back at their computer. It is their kind of belated birthday celebration. So we could, but they are not playing this game. What do we think? Maybe. You're retiring? Yes, my time has come. That is an idea. I've never personally raided them. There's an Annoy Lime. His title says Sim 1, but he's on ATS. Alex, yes I do. How you doing? No, it doesn't really make sense because you can't spoof the paint job. There's no paint job that's even close to it, yet the Skoda one, they can do it. The lemon, yes. I know he's on it. His game preview showed ATS for a second. That was weird. Did he just swap? Yeah, I have it open now. Okay, well, we got two options then. Two options. Poll. Let me open a poll. Raid, question mark. Bidet. Person. Lime. Admin. There you go. Choose a person. Joe, how's it going? Big fan. And if you tie it, then I just want red. Please don't tie it. You're already tying it. Okay, good. It's not someone you would know. It's a friend of a friend. Instant OF4, yep. Foxy crashed into someone at CD. Wow. Yeah, if the person crashes into them and then they crash into someone else, it's the fault of the first person. You don't know me. You might know them, or you might. We'll soon find out. Almost. Are we going to suddenly get 2 votes? No. Cat person will be back to their streams. It's nice that you were hanging out in theirs the other day. Lime wins. Where's Ashley? Ashley, you around? The mic is a Shure SM7B. Lime wins. Here's Mango. Mango's the name of the cat. Mango is quite cute. The raid would have been a friend of Ashley's that's currently celebrating their birthday. But chat picked Lime instead. So, what an awful shame. You don't like celebrating people's birthdays, chat? Wow. You want to be the raider, but we did a poll and chat doesn't like it, actually, so we have to raid someone else. It's an awful shame. But I will pop into their stream afterwards. Outro song, the outro song, yeah? What a memory. Didn't have enough time. It's only a minute. Which one do you prefer the most? The Scania. Concrete eyes. Almost. Cold green eyes. This is the VIP though. She didn't use the VIP. Banging meal. Chopped potato on top. Chicken mixed with broccoli, onions, peppers, mushrooms. Ooh, and a bit of cheese. Ooh, that sounds very nice. That sounds good. Well, alright then. We'll pass over admin to admin. Go be nice to them. We have the raid message. Copy either one of those. One's for subs, one's not. Be nice, alright? This will only be on the purple one. So the others that are in the other platforms, if you want to pop on over, you're more than welcome to. If not, then you don't have to, that's fine. Oh man, haha, I can't use it. How many hours? Over 8,000 hours. Quite a lot. So, tomorrow is driving. A few people joined in the stream and they were wondering, do you actually play the game? Do you actually drive? You better be in the stream tomorrow. Otherwise, you'll miss it. Need a feature to see your hours. It would be interesting, yeah, to see how many hours I have specifically in TMP rather than the game itself. I feel it's going to be most of those several thousand. Starting location. The Skelly place. Wherever we finished last time. Raid who? Raiding Lime. He's a fellow admin. So just like I was doing the stuff I was watching, he's doing the same stuff. Join it. We've got a handful of lots of people. Still over from Dylan's raid. Go be nice. Pay them a visit. Go say hello. Morrican admin, I think. But they are doing the same sort of stuff. Same douchebag and same just absolute mess. Right? Have a flower. Big fan. Catch you for that. Next time. He be Morrican. Yes. In time with the chorus. Big fan.